You are listening to Pod Broadcasting. Welcome back to another installment of Off Topic Broadcasting, brought to you by Pod Broadcasting. Say that 10 times fast. As in every single episode, I bring in a cast of entertaining characters, and this time, we've got quite a few. So, let's start off. We have the amazing... Who isn't paying attention?
Alex.
We have Alexander Green and... Steve. I don't know if that got in.
Steve.
There we go. We got Steve.
Ian, I'm finally here.
He's finally here.
Woo, Ian, yeah.
Nathan.
Zach, as always.
It took you forever again. I know you're waiting on it. You're just like intense.
That's how
silence.
everybody knows it's me. I don't even have to
Intensely
say my
in.
name. There could just be an awkward pause of silence. It's like, oh, Zach is here.
Or it could be some random clinking in the background.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be like,
Oh,
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it was happening.
All right, my turn. And today I'm Brian.
We have Brian. He didn't change his name.
Today.
He was a sleazy Jedi.
Look at that flame.
And, of course,
Big
as
fan.
you all know, I'm Alex Bearden, your host for this evening.
Yours truly.
Yours truly. And it made sense this time.
The host with the most.
Pretty much. So tonight we have a few topics, not too many. I think we're going to start off the night with our celebration of May the 4th yesterday. Talking about the production on that. Of course, several of the guys that are here tonight have no idea what we're talking about or weren't in the skits who couldn't make it, sadly, but they followed us the entire time. So let's talk about that a little bit. The tale of the what did I call it? Was it the Sleazy Jedi or was it the Frisky Jedi? That was an interesting name coming up with that one.
Yeah.
That was a whole week.
It was a lot of random stuff, so I mean, you know.
It really was, but it all kind of fell together, which I thought that was really, really cool. We had a lot planned for that week, and we got a lot done. There was a lot we couldn't really do with editing because we ran out of time. Of course, we only had a week. When did we come up? Was it last podcast we came up with the idea for it, or was it the podcast before that?
I think it was a podcast before that, but none of us could get together until the week prior. So
Yeah. So we had literally 5 days to film and only 2 days to edit. It was
most of that was like between 9 and 11 p.m.
Yep. So
yeah.
we got quite a bit done, though.
One of the
believe it or
issues with
not.
lighting.
We had 3 clamp lights, and we had to get that set around the room to light multiple different actors. Which, I mean, it works if you're doing one single actor, have a 3-point system, but when you're doing multiple, it just looks weird. So we had to improvise. I mean, at one point we used the hall light. I think we used the stairwell light.
We had lanterns.
We had lanterns. We used candles. We used just about anything we can come up with.
At one point, we just had Zach take his shirt off so we could get the glow.
Yep.
So pale.
No, we were filming some Twilight.
Perfect.
All
But
we needed was glitter.
for the most part, I think we had fun. We had Alex, of course, play the awesome role as the I don't know what you want to call him.
Distraught husband.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the husband.
Homicidal husband.
He did a wonderful job at that. So
Realized later on, it probably should have been me doing that role.
yeah, I guess so, huh? That would have made more sense.
Being that it was
Eh.
your wife.
So that was actually a really interesting scene. What
That
we
was
did
a
there.
super awkward scene.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
talking
For her
about
and me.
Yeah.
For her.
to give a little bit
Because you're...
Father-in-law.
father-in-law. Yeah.
Father-in-law.
Give a little
sorry.
backstory on that. Brian is actually Tabitha's father-in-law, and Tabitha is married to Zach. So
So yeah, we had to do a scene with me hitting on my daughter-in-law.
that was pretty interesting. Of course,
But it was the next best thing to having one of the guys play the girl. So
you're gonna have Chris do that role. Actually, there's a scene.
have Chris be the
in the husband scene.
Oh, we talked about it. He's a brony, so he's close anyway.
Yeah, he should have made
He
it
was
tonight.
the closest
but-
thing we got to a girl.
Yeah. But I think for the most part, we all had fun. We did pretty cool. Steve was in it too. He had a small little bit that kind of tied everything together as well. I don't know if he's actually seen the video, but he had a one line that I thought was just beautiful. It was perfect. I don't remember exact words, but something about.
Say it. Give him the
Do you
mic.
remember?
You got to remember your line.
You got to know this. This was beautiful.
Alex isn't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were in
My
a
wife in bed with an Ewok. I love that Wookiee.
yeah.
That was disturbing on multiple levels.
It was so disturbing. There's really no point to that little clip, but it made sense when we filmed it, and it looked really nice in that little setup. So, of course, Zach played the staggering drunk. Funny story
Bill.
about that.
Good job.
There was
by the way.
He did a wonderful job.
That was good.
Yep. Your mom was impressed.
That's-
All right.
That was pretty good. There's actually a really funny story about that. That bench he plopped down on, believe it or not, that bench actually broke because
Yeah.
he fell on it so hard. Couldn't hear
I
it.
actually had to glue it back together the next day because there was more broken. All the parts in the middle had popped out.
Oh,
I had
serious?
to glue them back in. Yeah.
Damn. That's awesome. And, of course, that's going to be censored there.
So all you're gonna
Groovy.
hear is
Exactly. So, yeah, it was actually funny, too. The only time we actually swore in that wasn't bleeped out was in that skit. I don't know if you guys actually noticed.
It was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
The one guy who's been
Yeah, I noticed
making
that. I
such
was
a
like,
big deal.
Way to keep it PG there.
I know. I let that one slip, but I was too lazy.
We need a Captain America. Language, guys.
Which brings us into our next topic. Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah.
So, as most people know, our team went down and saw the movie.
You
How
know,
you doing there, creepy ghost?
We love you.
Don't kill us tonight. We went down and saw it midnight premiere. Pretty much the
At
entire crew.
12:30.
12:30. Yeah,
Yeah,
made sense.
yeah. It said doors open at 2:15, but they opened at like 12:18.
Yeah, and then the movie didn't start. I think
Jerks.
till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Though,
Yeah.
Which is technically not a midnight showing. They should have. That's a 1 a.m.
Yeah.
showing.
yeah.
Yeah,
much.
I would
But
say
I'm
they
splitting
bungled that
hairs.
one.
And they told us to show up 15 minutes early
We were there for
when they
about
opened
45
15
minutes.
after.
And you know it's good if that's all the thing we have to gripe about when we go to see Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Was the
That's the only thing.
small town theater
We
staff?
had to wait. Dang it.
Dang it!
Our
Pretty
only
much.
complaint was the small town theater staff.
Yeah.
So.
But I do have a few. I have a few flaws. The movie I found.
Yeah.
It's really nitpicky, but I thought all the comedic humor kind of took away from the storyline. There's
Yeah.
parts where it should have been really dark, and then of course one of the characters would say a joke, and you're just like, I don't know if I should be laughing at this or be mortally like disturbed by what I saw.
Yeah.
So
I liked the references to all the jokes on the internet.
that was a pretty
I-
good joke.
yeah.
There was quite a few funny jokes, but they threw
Mhm.
so many into that film.
Yeah.
It was just like that really didn't need to be there. But there's that. There's a spoiler there at the ending where someone spoilers. I don't know if anybody can make sense out of that, but that shouldn't have happened. I don't know why they did. They introduced a character just for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't even think was Josh Whedon directed it? Yeah, I don't think he ever actually explained why that happened there. I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
The last scene before it cuts to credits.
No, not that one.
And
The,
Zach doesn't know what you're talking about.
They brought in Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, and I'm not going to say who it was,
Mhm.
but something happens to them there near the end, to where he's not going to be in any more films. But from the looks of it,
Mm-hmm.
do you guys make more sense now?
Well, again, it's a different reality too than the X-Men, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver.
Well, yes, but even in the Avengers, when Quicksilver was in the Avengers, that didn't happen. Oh wait, oops, spoiler. I'm gonna bleep this part out. Whoops, that's what happens with the podcast.
Is it? Here's my question: Is does it really count as a spoiler if the comic came out like 20 years ago?
Yeah, because most people haven't read the comic.
Yeah.
Still, though, that can
You're
you call
right.
that
You're
a
right.
spoiler
They
if
don't
it
have
existed for a
an
long
excuse, but technically, I think technically it's not a spoiler. Figuratively, it is.
Time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, well, it's gonna be. People haven't read the comic.
But then again, if you're also listening to a podcast about the Avengers, prepare for a lot of spoilers to be dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw the movie. The movie came out like
That's
a
true.
week ago. You had that much
Hey,
time
2
to
weeks
see
if
it.
you're over in Europe.
How are we gonna
Exactly.
tiptoe around this? I mean,
You really can't.
we
Yeah,
can't tiptoe
so-
around spoilers and review a movie. So.
All right, Nathan, Aaron, have you guys seen the movie?
I have not yet kicking myself in the butt.
It's a good movie. You're gonna want to see it.
Didn't
guys?
you used to like watch movies all the time, like opening day,
Oh yeah, all the time.
and you didn't see this one?
No.
What do you have a life?
Sometimes,
What's your
yeah.
excuse?
Normally I'm a shut-in in my room, Netflixing all day.
Well, that's gonna be bleeped out there. We can't give
Yeah.
any sponsorships out there.
Not without them paying us.
People are gonna think that he said something totally different though.
We were
It's
talking.
just bleeping all day.
Like putting my point in there. That's only Saturday nights.
This would be a
How
fun.
about
one
you
to
guys? Have you guys seen it?
I was supposed to go watch it last night, and then I ended up taking a nap.
Excuses. That's a horrible
Excuses.
excuse.
You need to go see it
But you
tomorrow.
gotta remember, this is Nathan. He sleeps from like 3 to 7 every day.
Oh,
Who
okay.
doesn't do that? That's my
What
question.
about you, Ian?
Me, 'cause I'm at work.
I was supposed to.
You were supposed to. We invited you. I think we invited Nathan too, but he had school or something.
See,
Yeah.
Alex was shaking his head at me right now.
You said you were gonna be there too, man.
All right. Well, this helps a little bit because we
Both
certainly don't want to
Alexes
spoil
are
it for our
shaking their head at you.
friends.
Oh, that's true too.
So this will
I
kind of
had a
help
lot
those of
people
us.
Tell me about it, like saying it's decent, and told me basically the whole plot.
If it
It's been
makes you
spoiled.
feel any better, I'm gonna go try to watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. It's good.
You're
good
gonna
call.
miss it. You're gonna take a nap.
Yep.
Yeah,
That sounds
maybe.
about right. But yeah. Back to Ian over here. So you're gonna see it anytime soon? You're gonna wait till DVD release, Blu-ray,
It may just be DVD release.
DVD. Not gonna go down
All
and
right,
see it.
I'll let you
You're
know
not that
now.
excited for it, huh?
I've heard some mixed reviews about it. I'm not
Mixed
gonna lie.
reviews.
It's worth watching.
I would encourage you to watch it for yourself. One of the things that I read because Europe was going crazy about it a week before I could even lay eyes on it, which is frustrating. But the big thing was they're setting up for so many of the movies ahead that they didn't even really tell the story because it was all advertisement for future movies. I got to say I didn't see that. I mean, because the gripe is they didn't tell the story. I thought it was a good story. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the movie. I would say it's on par with the first one. It's different though. There's not as much humor. It was really funny stuff in the first one. This one, not so much. But I've also heard it said the first movie was about bringing the Avengers together as a team, and we're preparing for Civil War now. This movie was to tear them apart as a team. So there's not going to be as much
Sow the
camaraderie,
seeds of distrust.
humor. Yeah.
There was. I didn't see very much of them getting split apart. Of course, you saw the Hulk there at the end. No spoilers there. Of course, as you know, Hulk doing his thing, which brings me to another question I want to bring in later. Do you think that Planet Hulk's going to happen? We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But we're going to go back
Not even thought
to
about it.
splitting them up. Of course, you saw the Hulk. Of course, Scarlet Witch isn't getting split up. I'm going to throw that out there. I don't know if that's really a spoiler, I should say.
No,
Yeah.
I
No.
don't think so.
Scarlet Witch, she's coming back. You guys saw that. Hawkeye, I saw some distrust there, but I think he, for the most part, is coming back. I mean, there wasn't much
He's
on
kind
that.
of wanting to walk away from the life.
It was really sweet that the way they gave him some airtime and actually gave him some character in this
Because he's
movie.
never
Yeah.
had his own movie.
No.
Yeah. Well,
but-
and even in the first Avengers movie, he was an aside. I mean, I'm sorry. If he
Yeah.
hadn't been in the movie,
He was
other than
out
the
of
fact
it for
that
half
he was
of
a brainwashed villain, there really wasn't much to him in the first movie.
Exactly. But that's those two. Of course, like I said, with the spoiler from the two spoilers. Try to decipher that, people. There's
we're
gonna be
gonna-
someone down in the
so
comments.
We're
to
gonna
do
release
it.
a spoiler
Spoiler.
filled and a
Spoiler of a spoiler.
spoiler censored.
And the spoiler.
No, it's just be
time.
spoilered.
That would be funny, actually.
The spoiler
to
is what
censor
you
spoilers.
spoiler is what you boil bad eggs in. And I can't take it back.
No.
It's out there now.
Anyways, other than
It was
those
funnier in my
three,
head.
though, and of course, you saw a little bit of distrust between Captain America and Iron Man, but for the most part, they were still okay. They were pretty good buds by the end of it, which is all right. I mean, they're gonna have their whole beef down in Civil War.
That's what happens when you
But-
have friends with totally varying political views.
Yeah,
And
they were.
they're going to argue from time to time.
They're still good buds.
They still have. I mean, they have good intentions, both of them.
Yeah, but
They're
Uh,
different, so that's probably what's gonna end up
yeah,
leading into
what's going on?
Civil War.
But for the most part, I thought it was. They didn't really split up too much as people were really throwing out there. I mean, I saw the bridging part. I saw a lot of different storylines that were shown off. Of course, they went to what was
A
it?
lot of them are just looking like they're wanting to retire, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
but
But
not like never see each other again.
yeah,
And I will say too, if you remember my comment when we were talking about it the week we talked about it prior to seeing the movie, super excited about Black Widow. I adore that character, and I was really happy there was no gratuitous butt shot of Black Widow. I was like, thank
Yeah.
you. That was very demeaning. I mean,
I
she's a
didn't-
beautiful woman, but she's an amazing actress, and you know the
Quite a
character. The character deserves better, and
Yeah.
they did that. They really, of course, they did have her end up in a romantic situation, but you know.
Now, there was one scene that's been very controversial. I don't know if you guys heard about this yet or not, but the scene where Black Widow and the Hulk are talking, I'm not going to give too much details in there, but there's a part where Black Widow considers herself a monster because in her, this is in the comics, so it's not a spoiler,
Mm-hmm.
in her, not really training, how she became the assassin, they sterilized her, so she thinks she considers herself a monster. And there's a lot of people out there who are going all kinds of crazy about this scene with Josh Whedon. They blame him for this, saying that this wasn't appropriate for the Avengers. I think this was very appropriate. It told the story very well. It's not, there's nothing really, it's not
Well,
a kid's
if
movie.
you-
The biggest thing about it,
Yeah.
the biggest thing about it for her especially, it was a physical reminder of what she had been turned into.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so-
and I don't think. I think the reason it's offending people is because they're hinting at if you're a sterile woman, you're a monster, and I think there's a lot more to the story than that. You know,
Yeah.
she was an assassin. I mean, they were alluding to her assassinating people as a young teenager. You know that was just that sterilization was an element of that, so that she wouldn't be distracted from assassinating people. But I don't. If that's what the controversy is revolving around, which I would assume that it is,
Yeah.
I don't think that's all she was saying is because I can't have children, I'm a monster.
Yeah.
as I said, I think it's just a reminder.
Pretty much. I think it was just her talking about the whole experience, not just her being sterile, like you're saying, becoming an assassin, the fact that they did that to her, they turned her into something she wasn't.
Psychological breakdown to turn somebody into a machine rather than a feeling, compassionate human.
Exactly. Now, this whole outbreak of people being just all kinds of crazy led to Josh Whedon taking down his Twitter page because he was getting so much hate mail. He was getting death threats since the release of the movie. I mean,
Because some people don't have lives.
exactly. People are going all kinds of crazy for this, and they have caused a director to take down a social media page, which he was using to showcase his upcoming films, what people getting, opinions with. It's
Yeah, that's very childish.
why?
Of the-
Well, him
of the
taking it
fans.
down, or the fans.
Yeah, no, not of him. I mean, that was the sure thing to do, kind of like with Robert Downey Jr. walking out of.
Can we even call them fans if they're gonna just get mad?
Yeah,
Not really.
right.
Yeah.
So-
Agreed. Well, and if you look at it too, I mean, it was kind of critical to the storyline in that she wasn't going to be able to be a loving mom and wife with children. Because, that kind of what it takes you back to, okay, Whedon, why did you put in that she was sterile? Couldn't you have just left that out? Well, that was kind of one of her points is I can't have the normal life with the mom and the husband because
You're
I
obviously
can't do
not a
that.
fan
Yeah.
Because you don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's people out there, I guess. People are crazy doing
And
stupid things.
It's something that people don't understand from just watching like Avengers, but people who know Joss Whedon's writing, even in like Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Yeah.
he likes to make you feel pain.
Exactly.
Yep.
A lot of pain for the character suffering.
Yep.
And one of the
He
things
wants
I
you to cry.
enjoy about Joss Whedon is the fact that he's very, what's the word? He likes he likes the
strong
female heroes.
feminine-
Yeah, he likes the strong females. So I mean, for folks out there who are the more have the more feminist bend and are offended because this is an assault on women in general. Joss Whedon is huge on the female heroine. He loves the Black Widows, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, River Tam. I mean, these are
For the last
are
20
pivotal
years,
characters.
He's
Yeah,
been doing this.
huge on rising, bringing up the concept of women, basically female empowerment in the
Yeah.
in our entertainment.
So,
And we just got political.
we did. Surprisingly.
Ouch. That's yes. Sorry, headphone users.
Brian, out.
That sounded painful.
It says mine.
Oh yeah, just got this mic today. Let me just drop it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing. Is a lot of people just can't
that
handle
was a
depth.
moment.
A lot of people can't handle something to have depth or meaning. They just want straight up action.
Before we go any further in this topic, I gotta say, those levels, like, there's a giant spike. They're like, I mean, there's just these small little divots, and then boom.
Brian dropped the mic.
Rest in peace,
Literally.
headphone users.
Put a caution, like a warning.
Yeah, that's
Don't
gonna
need
happen.
A headphone wear disclaimer.
It's like take out your headphones right now.
Turn down your volume.
Don't have earbuds in because this is gonna be bad.
It's just a little drama. It'll be all right.
So jumping back into a topic which we can all talk about here. How about there's a giant confirmation that was released today about a new Indiana Jones movie being filmed in the near future. What are you guys' opinions on that?
Did not hear about that.
I wonder
Gonna be
who they're
awesome.
Gonna cast for
I
who's
hope-
wearing the fedora this time.
Awesome.
What'd you say again?
I'm curious on who they're casting, on who's wearing the hat this time and whatnot.
That's my
Think-
big question.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Harrison Ford. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
But
pretty much narrowed down to
he
him.
stated before that they're not going to be doing one without him.
Yeah.
Not while he's still ticking.
Well, now Disney has it. There's no inevitable end to it.
Not put Shia LaBeouf in it.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. I mean,
Liked him in Christmas School.
he's a good actor
Yeah.
in some movies.
I agree.
enjoy him, but
No, he's not the next Indiana Jones.
no.
He's no.
But I will.
You know, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was a real insult to Indiana Jones fans everywhere. But even if they do that again, I'll throw money at it because I'm a huge fan. So I don't care. Take my money. Another Indiana Jones, take my money.
Yep.
One of my thoughts is if they do put a Harrison Ford in there, is he going to crash a plane for the movie?
Oh.
That's a good thinking. I don't know. But anyways, back to casting choices. It's pretty much going to be Chris Pratt or Harrison Ford. That's pretty much been said. I think that's what's set in stone. I think Chris Pratt would do a decent job as an Indiana Jones, but if they're going to do an Indy 5, it needs to be Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
They can do a reboot, and I'd be all right with it. I wouldn't be too happy, but
I could even see him handing off the mantle to Chris Pratt.
yeah,
Yeah,
But-
as a retiring, archaeologist.
yeah.
I don't want to see
That's
that.
still a stretch.
I don't want to see that. If you're gonna bring
Well,
him
I like
back as
Chris
Indiana
Pratt.
Jones, let him be Indiana Jones. Stop playing the old man part. Getting too old for this, and I'm gonna pass it on to you, Sonny. Be Indiana Jones or don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him pass because it was almost offensive with Shia LaBeouf. At the end of Crystal Skull picking up the hat like he's gonna put it on, and it's like that joke's not
No.
even appropriate in my opinion.
No, really isn't. So what are your thoughts over there,
Nobody
Nathan?
I don't think anybody should wear the hat, even if they're the next Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Get a new hat.
To be honest, it's like that's
Ooh,
that's his.
I got an idea here. Give him a top hat this time around.
Yes.
A bowler hat.
Ooh, bowler hat.
A bowler hat and nunchucks.
That picture in my mind.
Yeah,
now
I'm
we all
thinking
see
Clockwork
Chris Pratt.
Orange.
We need Harrison Ford in a bowler hat now.
Fancy mustache, a pipe,
Photoshop.
hat, and
Hey, somebody Google that. Is there Harrison Ford in a bowler hat out there on Google?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Go, Aaron.
All right, but yeah, back to Nathan. What are your thoughts on this?
I
New-
got a phone call from my mom. What was the topic?
She said it's time for your nap.
Just new Indiana Jones movie. You psyched?
I feel like it's gonna be a decent movie. Like what Brian said, I don't want to see him pass it on. I just want him to finish it out. Maybe they could like somehow get rid of him. The series could end. I just don't want to see him change and drag it out on and on.
Yeah.
Take away from the original movie.
Yeah. We don't want any James Bonds over here. We just want a single one Indiana Jones. Call it quits. I think they should really just leave it alone. 4 was bad as it is. You do a 5th one, you can either redeem it, or you can make it 10 times worse. Which, my opinion, don't even try. So.
Although my personal opinion of 4, until there were aliens, it was pretty good. I
Yeah.
actually enjoyed the movie. It was just at the point the aliens showed up, it was like you really didn't just do that. I mean, the rest of the movie was good. I mean, if you could just cut the ending off of that movie, I mean, I think it would have fit perfect in the. I mean, it would have been weird with no ending, but
Yeah. Yeah.
we had our Indiana Jones.
Pretty much. I think that was George Lucas who threw in the aliens from what I was hearing. Spielberg didn't really want to do it.
Yep.
Because he had just finished. I don't remember what movie he had just finished, but it was an alien movie. He was kind of bummed out on the whole aliens. It might be the other way around. I don't know if it was Lucas or if it was Spielberg. Spielberg does a lot of alien movies,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking it was him that was kind of bummed out on the whole alien
Well,
thing.
they always go supernatural and do some really freaky stuff with the Indiana. All the movies had some freaky things in it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I
Aliens
get
for me
that it
crossed
went
the
with
line.
era, but
Yeah, it still crossed
Yeah.
the line for me.
Right.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I agree. Supernatural, not sci-fi.
Though the CGI on how they like burned her face off. That was kind of cool. It kind of like it was kind of like a flashback to Raiders.
That's what
in my
I was
opinion.
just thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So, speaking of Raiders, if you actually look at the entire movie, Indiana Jones had no point in the entire movie.
Unfortunately, there is no picture of Harrison Ford in a bowler hat, but there is
Harrison,
a nice
fix
one
this.
of Prince Harry.
Prince Harry.
Someone in the comments, please fix that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Prince
So-
Harry in a bowler hat.
Prince Harry in
that
a
just
bowler.
looks weird.
That should be like. I'm
All
not
right.
even gonna finish
All right.
that
So
sentence.
if there's anybody willing to make comments on this, I would love to have your. Who do you think looks better in a bowler hat, Prince Harry or Harrison Ford?
Yep,
I
that's
want
the
to know
topic.
that.
We're gonna have a death battle right here.
Someone Photoshop Harrison Ford in a bowler hat.
There you go.
But do it
see.
good.
Do
Or
it good.
if you know Harrison Ford, please pass on our request to get a picture of him in a bowler hat.
Better yet. How about this? We'll do a whole competition.
Put it on him while he's not looking.
JabJabEntertainment@outlook.com. Just have an email it to us.
Yep.
Thank you, Harrison.
Well, here's. I can't even finish the sentence. That's. Fans out there, no, it's not that. It's just the thought of it. It's just like, okay, I
Yeah,
can't believe
yeah.
we're doing this.
A day after you post this. Harrison Ford! He listens to us!
Better yet, Harrison Ford should guest star on our show in a bowler hat. The
There you
entire
go.
show.
That would
Do
be
we even have enough
amazing.
money if we combined it all?
I think the indie hat.
Do what now?
If we all pinched in money, would we even have enough for that? Get Harrison Ford out here?
He could do it. He does a lot of podcasts for news companies on, what would that be? That would pretty much be just
Yeah.
donation.
Yeah,
company.
it could happen. It could happen, guys.
It could totally happen.
That's kinda
Harrison
how-
Ford come out to a city and butt censor nowhere.
Pretty much should probably be an online thing, but yeah, that'd be cool. The entire show, we'll do a whole video cast of it. Of course, it's gonna be look like crap. We got wires everywhere, but
And then we could ask him about the movies.
yeah. So,
He's pretty good about not spoiling.
Yeah, he's they signed a thing they're not supposed to give any spoilers.
there's a lot of those guys that kind of break those contracts, but Harrison Ford's a pretty stand-up guy. Speaking back on the Raiders, if you take Indiana Jones, the character himself, out of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the entire movie would play out exactly the same.
Oh yeah,
He had no point in the movie whatsoever.
I like to think that now is
I've
Big
never
Bang
thought
Theory.
about that, but you're right.
Yeah, I mean the Nazis
still would have opened the.
they still would have got a
They
hold of
still
the
would've melted.
Ark. They would have opened it up, and they still would have melted. It would have been exactly the same. The more you know.
The more you know.
It just blew you guys' minds. Now you're gonna be like, man,
You did. There was no point to Indiana Jones in that movie.
Where's the
Why were you there?
Where's the the more you know star at? I don't see it.
It was over your head just a moment ago. It diminished.
it vanished.
It's snappy.
So speaking of Indiana Jones, who is the best character in the entire series?
The monkey.
Other than Indiana
Other
Jones.
than Indiana Jones.
I want to
The
give credit
entire
to the giant
Indiana
boulder.
Jones series. Do it.
I want to give all credit to the giant boulder.
Yes,
That giant boulder was epic.
that's a good one. But I'll tell you right now, the best character is Short Round.
Yep.
Enough to say.
Other than Indiana Jones.
No, I think Short Round tops him. Straight up. Straight Short Round. Don't be hating, man.
I
He
got no
made the
hate
movie.
for Short Round. It's just no.
Brian's actually thinking about this one. He's like, man, who would be the best character? In
You know, Indiana Jones overpowers every character. So yeah, this is a tough one. I'm thinking of the was it John Rhys Davies,
Saul was a pretty cool guy too.
the guy that played his sidekick, kind of.
You talking about the guy with the shovel?
Yeah, he was Gimli.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to remember who played in the movie though.
I can't remember the name.
It was his friend. I know that.
Wait, was he the professor guy? Or was he the?
No, he
No,
wasn't
no.
a professor. He was like an Egyptian native.
Yeah,
but yeah,
wasn't his name like Saul or something?
maybe.
I think that's who. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't put him as the best. Can't even remember his name.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman wasn't in that movie.
Harrison Ford or Indy's dad.
Neither of us can
read
read from
that.
that far away.
Sean Connery as Indy's dad. That was a great casting choice right there. There in Last Crusade. That was.
You know what? Yeah, and the give and take between the two was really stellar. So
Yeah, they worked well together.
They did amazing. I didn't even realize that was Sean Connery until I was like
Junior.
16. So by that time I was like, holy crap, James Bond and Indiana Jones. It's like head explosion.
We're hunting right off.
But yeah, stellar movie. So who's your favorite character there, Nathan? You stand up just Harrison Ford as Indy, or we got any special characters? You going for the females? The what was it? The bimbo, the blonde chick, and the tomb,
I'd have to put it between her and the Boulder.
or Temple of Doom?
It's got to be the Boulder.
The Boulder.
Well, I mean,
Hey, you can't keep the Boulder yourself. I mean, you called it out, but you're right. The Boulder was an amazing presence in that first
All
movie.
right, Nathan's going with the Boulder. I'm gonna go with the 1950s fridge that helped Indy escape the nuclear blast.
Totally.
Have you seen the Hishy? The
We gotta-
Hishy for that, he gets in the little animated Hishy. Go to I'll plug them, howitshouldhaveended.com. They've got a great one for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and it begins with him in the fridge, and then the explosion goes, and you see the fridge kind of bouncing along the ground, and then it opens up, and you see Harrison Ford animated. He comes out, and he's like all beat up. I think I broke every bone in my body.
Dead. Seriously.
Yeah.
No, just
That's
even from
awesome.
the initial
It's like-
explosion, he would have been dead.
Yep, that would
It's
be
like a
over.
car accident at
Short movie.
So Ian,
800 miles an hour.
favorite character.
Been all melted.
Let's go Team Boulder.
Oh no,
Team Boulder?
even if the
Team Boulder.
Sticking out of him.
All right, even if the fridge was somehow remained intact, all right,
Yeah.
and the lead lining protected him, all right, that would have been like a car accident at 600 miles an hour. You know,
So it
with no
seems
seatbelts
like
inside of a fridge.
It just would have been a cupboard of indie jelly.
we got a mix between Team Boulder and Team Fridge.
No,
I
Battle
think
Royale.
still short round would kick all their butts.
Yep.
Straight up.
Okay,
we gotta have
hey,
two
we have
contests
a,
going now.
Yeah, we have a bit.
I like the one.
Fridge versus a boulder.
I liked the
We've
one.
got to do
shaman
that and
guy.
film it.
Death battle. It's
That's
happening.
right.
We gotta have two death battles
I really
now.
liked the one shaman guy in Temple of Doom.
Pretty much.
The who?
Really, why?
The one in the village that he told them about all the stuff.
Oh, him. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
who-
why?
I don't know. I just really.
I thought you were
he was
talking
cool.
about the scary priest guy. Mola Ram, shoot a Ram.
No,
That
no,
guy
he,
was
he
cool.
was just a stereotypical villain. I like the shaman guy just with his acting and everything.
He's a pretty cool guy, yeah.
We really need to video these podcasts. Nobody saw the pulsing hand motion I did.
Well, you can do like the sound effects. Like,
Well, I did boom, 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 boom. But if it's on video, you can see my hand pulses with the my
It was
lip.
so beautiful it needs to be on video.
Kalima!
Oh, that was the worst movie of the whole show until the Crystal Skull came about.
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Temple of Doom, really?
It had no point to it, but I still thought it was cool with
Oh,
just
it
the
was-
sound or the effects in it.
It was no Empire Strikes Back, that's for sure.
Well, no, but it was still solid. I think it should have made. Plus, Short Round was in it, so
Short Round was in it. The beginning was good, but it was just kind of a dark, creepy movie.
solid.
Hey, child slaves, yay! You know, I mean, it was just, yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of creepiness.
No big deal.
Yeah.
But Kingdom
So-
of the Skull beat it for worst indie movie. So, I mean, it's really not even on the same scale anymore.
So congratulations, Kingdom Skull.
You're the winner of the worst Indiana Jones movie.
There needs to be an award for that. Hand it to him.
Alex, tell him what he got.
Nothing at all because
So-
everyone hates you.
Disappointed fans everywhere.
Swing it around the room a little bit more. Favorite Indiana Jones guys. What's your favorite character here, Alex and Steve? Yeah, you got a favorite character yet? Steve hasn't said much at all on this podcast.
Indiana Jones?
No, it's your favorite character in the series.
Team Fridge.
The Fedora.
The fedora.
Team Fedora. I think
Oh,
that would
not
be a good one.
yep, the
It
fedora.
was called the,
That is actually a significant prop.
see,
Yeah.
the first
That's a
one was
good
called the
Absolute
poet.
favorite part was when the big guy was swinging those swords around, and he's just like, I ain't got time for this. Pow!
Actually, that
was
scene has a funny
epic.
story behind it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know about this, but he was sick the day they were filming that, and there was supposed to be this giant choreographed sword fight. But he
Yeah,
was
with the
feeling
whip and
sick, so he just had to improvise something. At that point, in his face, you could see that he was upset, you know? That was actually him feeling, nauseous, and he was just like, screw this, and shot him. They just ran with it.
And it worked.
It was beautiful.
It
One of
was
the best scenes in the movie.
It was. So,
It was
actually,
like Hulk punching Thor. I mean, it was just like, yes.
had to happen.
Don't bring a
Had to
sword to a
happen.
gunfight.
So, so looks like Team Boulder I think won this round, but we'll have a full death battle eventually. some point.
All we need is a boulder and a hill and a fridge.
I
We
want to
do.
bring a new combatant to this.
Oh yeah.
I think for a favorite character would be that little rock from what was it, Temple of Doom? That gets caught on the railway. That causes the
Oh yeah.
Chain
reaction.
guy to fly out the minecart.
That was a pretty good one.
The little rock.
Better yet, the whip. How about the whip?
Little rock that could.
Oh, you guys know the hat was called the Poet.
The weird thing in the
Clown
whip,
Masters,
the whip
yeah.
kept changing length. That was the weirdest thing.
Really?
That
I
was
never
always
noticed that.
weird for me in the movie. Yeah, because sometimes it was nice, it was good.
Like a 9-foot whip.
Yeah, and then other times it's like 25 feet as he's dangling over pits or something. I mean,
Team
it just-
whip.
It was like Batman's utility belt. It's whatever he needed it to be at the moment.
Or,
It's a
no,
magic whip.
The best explanation is the whip is actually a living being that he acquired along his travels that will adapt to meet any needs.
Did he get it from the aliens?
I certainly hope not.
Ooh.
He got it from the aliens way in the future and then time traveled back.
So the whip is
That's the next movie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
The
I
whip
just
has to be
discovered the next
sentient.
movie.
has to be
It's
sentient.
going to be time travel.
Oh, we figured it out.
No.
Spoiler, sorry guys.
No, it should just be a magic whip, not
Indiana
Magic whip.
Jones.
Got it from a
Magic
genie.
Whip.
Time
Yes.
travel.
or he stole it from a genie.
I like the time travel idea, and that's something Spielberg would do. 'cause
Yeah,
that's actually a little
supposedly
creepy,
Spielberg's
though.
gonna be directing it.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about George
Just
Lucas.
Bring in Doc
With the
Doc
genie.
Brown.
Yeah.
Scott.
That would be
Okay,
awesome.
fine. He got it from a djinn.
I just watched A Million Ways to Die in the West, and he was in.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That movie was so funny.
I haven't seen
It
that one yet.
wasn't
I needed to, but I never did.
Ted was
It was
better.
funny, but it wasn't.
It's so great that we call this off-topic broadcasting.
Exactly.
Fits perfectly.
It's all off topic.
What are we even talking about today?
I don't even know. We didn't really script this at all. I didn't have any ideas. Last minute, so.
Well, you can tell it's unscripted when you're supposed to have like 5 people and there's 9 of us in here.
Yeah, there wasn't even supposed to be that much. I think the only people that were really coming was Alex, Steve, and Brian.
And
You
me,
know-
of course, because this is my
Oh,
place.
yeah.
You know,
Zach's always
speaking
here.
of people, I don't think I even own a bowler hat.
Really?
I don't.
I don't
Which
either.
probably surprises people, but I don't.
No, I should
You
get
have
one and
fedora,
dress
though,
up
so-
as Charlie
I
Chaplin
have
for a
3
Halloween.
fedoras.
There you go.
Dang.
I have a Luce mask.
One.
A what?
No,
No.
two.
Luchador mask.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, that's not
Nice.
yours. It's
We
JP's.
need to use that.
And
Hey.
That's the best time at Walmart.
But speaking back to the whole Indiana Jones segment, I think we kind of covered everything on that topic.
Probably.
So we got to come up with one last little segment before we end tonight. So what shall we cover this time? Any big topics out there you guys thinking of?
Well, I haven't talked much about Star Wars yet.
Well, that was
That's like
Yeah.
4 other podcasts.
yeah, that was actually 2 podcasts ago. We had the full Star Wars Day podcast. So
We've talked about it in some of the other podcasts, just not focused on it.
yeah.
So.
Talked a little bit about the production. By the way, if you guys liked the skit we did for May the 4th and you would like to see more content on that, let us know in the comments down below. Tell us what you guys would like to see, 'cause we do plan on doing several more. We have one.
We have
We're
more of
looking-
that.
We'll be doing a lot more of that, but not as elaborate, hopefully. That was insane.
I want to know what happened to like the first 2-3 days footage, because everything you put on was like from the last couple of days we
The
filmed.
first 2 days we really used the green screen, and
Yeah.
it worked. We got it set up right, but we didn't
Brilliant.
light it right. Yeah, so I'd either have to mask you and me out frame by frame, which I can do. I just didn't have that much time in editing. I actually spent the entire all of that night working on it. I didn't get any sleep until
Yeah.
like
It'll
3
be
in
the
next
anniversary release.
afternoon.
You can release it next May the 4th.
Next May the
you
4th,
go.
we'll have an
We'll have
extra.
time to work on it before then.
Yeah, we're gonna spend like 3 months on this project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start it like November or Christmas time.
something like that.
Yeah,
except
we need better lighting. We need a good solution.
we're working on that though.
Yeah.
January.
We have a new skit that we're planning on. We're in the talks of doing. We're coming up with a script. Well, not really script. I think we're gonna keep the improv because we did really good with the improv. I think
It was a good exercise in improv.
it was a great exercise. We did a wonderful job at it. We ran into a few bumps and skids down the road. We had to do a lot of multi takes, but we got a lot of bloopers out of it. So
Yay, bloopers.
I didn't use much of that scene at all. We used it in the advertisement though.
I did get to set Chris on fire though.
That was fun. That was
A
that was
lot.
fun.
It
We
was.
set him on fire about like 20 times to get
Yeah.
that scene.
It was like 15, 20 times.
And he was cool with it the entire time. So,
Yeah.
By the way, do not try that at home, kids. Bad idea.
No, try it.
Don't.
Do.
Side effects
I
can
know my
include
stuff.
nausea, diarrhea, or even death.
solid. That should.
Are we talking about warnings or are we talking about
I think
geologies
KG
now?
has a question.
Geologies.
Alex, you raised your hand for your question, or are you?
we got a question here over
It's
here.
not a question.
He just wanted everyone to
So
smell
you were
his
just
armpit.
acknowledging the Nazi Party.
I have something that's probably, well, it is kind of relevant, but it's not relevant.
Talk a little closer to the mic. What?
That's close enough.
That's good. That's good.
Just found out yesterday that DICE has clarified that it's not just 4 maps.
They have more?
4 planets, 12 maps. Or
No, they've had that for a while. Yeah, 12 maps, but
What
4
are we talking
planets.
about?
Yeah.
The maps are about the same
I
though.
just found out that yesterday.
Yeah. Star Wars Battlefront. There's
Battlefront.
4 planets
Oh, gotcha.
and only 12 maps. 12 is still really small considering what you had in Battlefront 2. I think it was like 36
There's like
maps or
one
something
for
like that.
one of the planets.
There,
Yeah.
yeah. In Battlefront, there was like 2 for each planet and like 16 planets.
There was only 4
Yeah.
planets on this one, which is still really small for just
Yep,
a multiplayer game.
EA.
Yeah, but they'll
DLC is going to be what it is. But
wait. There you go. EA. They'll make all their money on DLC.
yeah, they've already split it up quite a
We
bit.
love EA.
It's in the fine print.
Pretty much. We'll have to do a whole topic over EA. What do you guys
They've
think?
made douchiness an art.
Sellouts.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Just nod in agreement.
We're all nodding in agreement.
We're all yeah.
Oh, hey, you guys want a complete game?
I'm the
Well,
same
here's
guy.
half the
Yeah.
game
Just
and
a
8
couple
DLC
different
packs to go with it.
New box.
Yep.
New colors.
Pretty much.
A new 2-digit number.
I don't know. That would be a sad show if we just talked EA the whole time. That would just be
It'd be a
us
rage show.
nagging.
Just
Yeah.
completely
The next
bashing
time
it all.
EA screws up, prepare for a podcast.
So next week,
I mean,
Yeah.
we still buy their
was thinking
games,
tomorrow.
but-
I don't know if I have time for that. Oh my gosh, EA again?
Oh god.
Yeah, just
I can't
one
stand
whole
sports games.
podcast. We'll get it out of our system, and then we'll go on with life.
Speaking of Firefly, when do we want to do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Firefly.
we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Do
that's
we want to
right.
stream the video sequence? Or didn't we say we are gonna meet up somewhere and watch the entire series?
Yeah, I think we should do it on a Saturday. We can go out to my house and we'll all watch.
I didn't even mention this.
Boom.
No, I
Don't
know
blame
he
me.
brought it up first. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So, are you planning to live stream it?
Yeah, let's live
Not
stream
not
it.
us watching videos, but
Yeah.
you
I
know,
think that'd be
us
cool. Live
talking
stream
about
it. Yeah.
Well, then we can't do it over
Like
in
the
your
whole
place.
day.
Well, not the whole day. Maybe like bits and pieces, or we can do the whole day just on Twitch.
We do like
And
half-
people come and watch it with us, right?
Like
we
half and
can't
half.
showcase it, but have people log into like Netflix or something. You know, turn it on and watch it with us. You
and
can
we
see our
watch the
comments.
Yeah.
Have a lot of food going on or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
way to
It
mention a
won't run very
sponsor there.
Though.
Do what?
at your
Said
place.
way to mention a sponsor there with
that's
Netflix.
true. Well, we can
I
work
just
out-
did
we
it
can work
too.
out the details.
I know I gotta bleep it out.
One
We'll have to
question.
figure something out. We might want to do it here.
Do we want to
Yeah.
do it here?
Will there be
Well,
pizza?
We can iron out the details when we're not on
Are you
podcast.
buying?
We
Yeah.
yeah. We
Possibly.
could barely stream videos, much less live stream
Oh yeah, that's true.
a podcast on their internet because it's the same speed as yours.
Yeah, my internet's crap right now, which is really bad.
We
A
could
lot
do-
of people want to see a lot of live streams from me, and I'd love to do it for you guys,
You
but
just
at
have to
this
come over
moment in
here.
time, I can't do it. My internet connection where I live is just horrible. So we're working on setting it up.
1.5 meg download speed.
It's not even that much anymore.
It's supposed to be.
not
that's
even
like the max.
close. Which is horrible for live streaming unless you want to see something of that bad quality and see me like clip out every like 5 minutes. It's not gonna happen.
I love to watch Alex, but I love to watch him even more when he keeps disappearing.
I don't know if that should be an insult.
Oh,
And at
there's
1
Alex
frame per
again.
second.
Oh, he disappeared.
You're just talking about streaming gameplay or what?
Streaming gameplays, different stuff like that. I know we're gonna do a game a game night where we're gonna be streaming that. So we have some
Yeah.
streaming going on in the near future. Just bear with us. We'll see where it goes. I think on that topic we'll kind of call it quits there for the
Well,
night.
I have one question
Oh,
left.
we got one more thing.
It hopefully won't. Well, it might. I don't know. What it takes, whatever it takes. So Eric, Zach's younger brother, put up a post asking who would win between Batman and Darth Vader, and it's a little heated. I'm wondering what you guys think. Batman and Darth Vader, who would win?
Batman.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Straight up Darth Vader. It's overpowered. I mean,
I'll
Darth
tell you,
Vader.
it's a mixed response. Go
I
ahead.
have to agree with Darth Vader.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a lightsaber. Anything that Batman uses against him, it's incinerated. Plus, he's got the Force, so he's got some kind of
Batman's got
psychic
willpower.
powers.
Willpower.
The biggest argument for Batman is he would win because he's Batman. And
That's
yes,
what I'm saying.
I know
Batman
in Batman logic that makes sense,
It
but
does.
in the rest of the world logic, yeah, I gotta go with Vader myself.
It's
Yeah, I agree
it's
Okay, only if they
overpowered.
fought in the Batman universe.
Only if they fought in the Batman
There
universe.
you go.
If
Yeah.
you set them here on Earth,
Or in
not
the Star
in the
Wars
Star Wars universe, just on Earth, fighting against each other,
Mhm.
Vader's gonna annihilate him.
It would. It probably would end up like
Maybe
the
if
Boulder
you took
versus
away
the fridge.
Vader's force.
If you take away the
capabilities.
Force, he would still annihilate him because
Not
he's this
really.
trained swordsman with a sword that can just cut through anything. I mean,
But Batman's also trained to deal with swordsmen.
but
so without
usually
the Force, I would
he
say
uses-
Batman has a chance.
If he uses his armor right against a lightsaber, he's gonna chop his arm off.
If he knows he's
Here-
gonna fight him, he's gonna have time to do research and make an armor.
Here's the thing. Here's
Or
my
even if he
thought.
knows he's going to get his armor cut through, he's going to be careful not to get hit.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I got here. If they met at Walmart, just randomly at Walmart,
Buying groceries.
Hey, it could
buying
happen.
groceries one day.
You run into everybody at Walmart.
Yeah.
They're buying groceries. They have
Yeah.
never met each other, and Batman
Accidentally
nudges,
bumps
bumps into Darth Vader. Darth Vader has a pissy day because Luke just destroyed the second Death Star.
Choco.
So, boom, dead. Fight
well,
over.
obviously, Darth Vader would win that one because he would just be there as Bruce.
So
He's gonna have to call up Alfred.
Yeah, right.
Wait a few minutes for his suit to get there.
Unless he's getting his oil changed.
here's our next.
What is the point of all those
Batmobile.
bloody push-ups
Hey,
if you
Walmart.
can't even put-
Here's our next skit. By the way, this is happening. Batman versus Darth Vader. We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could do that.
Burn.
So if you guys want to see that skit, comment down below. Who do you think would win?
Just no nipple
Bat
suit.
Vader.
That Vader.
Bat Vader.
But
He said that.
Bat Vader.
That suit would work.
That would
That
work.
would. That would be beautiful.
We need to make that happen.
There you go, cosplay. Except
Bat
for that
Vader.
helmet. I hate wearing that helmet.
Which helmet would he wear though? Would he wear like a Darth Vader helmet with like bat ears?
Do like the Darth Vader face on the cowl.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. Be interesting. Anyways, comment down below. What do you
Darth
think?
Vader.
I didn't get to put my 2 cents in on that fight though.
Ears on Darth Vader's helmet.
That's what I was saying. Just the bat ears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But back to the Batman Darth Vader. Honestly, I think Batman will win. With the technology he has, he can hack into anything. He could probably find a way to hack into Vader's, robotic limbs.
Mostly robotic limbs.
Or breathing apparatus.
And there you go.
And he can just hack that to where.
No, that's an interesting thought.
Someone actually did this?
Oh God.
It's Bat Vader.
Bat Vader.
Seriously.
Is it a nipple suit?
All right, I need you to save this picture. I need you to send it to me because this is going on our podcast. Straight up. Bat Vader exists, and he looks badass.
Would his sidekick be Robin Skywalker?
I wonder if that's a thing, too. Robin Skywalker. Good idea. Anyways, who do you think would win? It's all up to you guys. Comment down below, and then you'll see the final results. And I don't know.
I
We'll
got
figure
one.
out a
I
way.
got one last comment.
We'll comment down below, but yep.
What's
But,
that?
for the sign off, I want to try to get all the haters I can for May the 4th. Live long and prosper.
Now it's Revenge of the 5th right now, but
What are you doing?
Get your movies right or get out.
that's another topic for another day. Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Oh.
Bringing on the epic battle of the centuries.
I don't know where I would stand.
I don't either.
That's a
Me
tough one.
either.
Next gen is where it's at, but
Probably Star Wars, because that's what I was introduced to first.
I don't know.
Spaceballs.
I can't
Yeah.
remember which I watched first.
Use the Schwartz.
No. I was brought up with Star Wars, and then in my teen years is when I got into Star Trek.
Yeah.
So that's my story there. But hey,
That is
that
true.
doesn't exist. But if we're gonna talk about that, he was the fall of the Republic. Whoever thought that was a good idea, bringing him into council,
Giving him responsibilities.
giving him the
Like seriously, who thought this was a good idea to put him in charge of anything?
George Lucas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh, it just got political.
Mic drop. Cherry.
No, no,
No.
No,
Not on that one.
one's enough.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
anyways.
if you do it too much, it loses its effect.
One headphone warning's enough.
Yeah, right.
One.
That and he doesn't want to smash up his new mic.
That's true. Yeah.
You just got that literally today. It's a beautiful mic, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It feels
So.
good.
Let's post pictures of it.
Yeah, we'll post
Alright.
pictures down below. It is a MXL 770.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
$990 is like
And it seems to hold up pretty well to harsh treatment. Did a little stress test, yeah.
good news is I think it has like a 3-year warranty on it, so you're
nice.
good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I
What happened to
accidentally
your mic?
dropped this and it broke. Can you fix it for me?
Stand
Yes,
up.
is this good in my warranty? I don't know. What'd you do? Well, I had a very political discussion. I did a mic drop.
But it was valid.
It was a good
It was
mic
valid.
drop.
All right.
I'm sorry, sir. We can't fix that.
Before we get too far to
But
this
it's
topic,
got
we
a
gotta call it quits
3-year
for today.
warranty.
We're,
I'm sorry.
we're running a little over. But with that said, I hope you guys had an awesome night. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe,
Yay.
and tell your friends. Hey, the share button's awesome as well.
Yay.
It's a pretty nice button. It's pretty sexy.
There's lots of buttons.
Yeah.
Hit all of them but the dislike one.
And do it while you're eating
Smash
cheese.
all the buttons.
Exactly.
Just not
cheese
the dislike one. 'cause
Yes.
That's the wrong
Cheese
button.
is awesome.
Not the
This podcast brought to you by cheese.
Cheese.
Who doesn't like cheese?
So we're gonna sign off here
Lactose
today.
Besides
intolerant
lactose
people.
intolerant people.
And
You didn't
I'm
give me
lactose
some
intolerant.
time.
I still like cheese.
Still like cheese. We are not cheese haters here. So we're gonna sign off here. We can go around the room. This broadcast was brought to you by.
Brian.
Hang on, I gotta do the pause. The pause.
Pause.
Is
You
required.
gotta have the dramatic
Dramatic
pause. Oh.
Nathan,
Team Fridge Aaron.
Team Boulder Ian. They mentioned the fridge. What are you guys
doing?
Fridge and Boulder.
These need to be T-shirts.
Slade.
Slade.
Alex.
Alex.
I don't know what's going on anymore. We
You
were
gonna
trying
hand
to
the
sign
mic
off.
there?
Program is brought to you by Depends Adult Undergarments.
There we go. That was Steve, and I'm Alex Bearden. Keep it frosty, guys.